Now let's test our changes with Postman. You remember we created here the image field which will have the path and the file name which is uploaded. Going to Postman, we need to create a post request on the products API and we add the authorization with the barrier token which we got before, and we have the token here. To remind you, we got the token after we get a logged in user. So here I go and then I log in a user with his email and password, then I will get the token. This if you don't know how to get this token, but we explain that in the users chapter. Okay, but now how we can test Postman to upload files? You remember we were sending in the body of the request as a JSON, and we were creating the JSON here, and we were putting the name of the product or the description of the product or the rate description and the price. But here it will be different a little bit. In the front end, it will be something like a form with fields, like as you see in the right of the screen. So here we have a fields where we will fill it and send them to the back end. And the file field where the user can upload a file, this will be filled with a file data. And the file data will be sent to the back end through a form data. So we need to create something like a form data. And in Postman, if you want to simulate a form, you can create a form data and every field will be named here with its value. For example, I will have here the name of the product. And for example, the product which I want to post will be product 6. And I want also, for example, description of the product, and here will be product 6 description. So we need somehow to put all the fields which we wanted, as we saw previously in the product model. We have here the description, rich description, images, and everything here. So we need to have the image field. Let me fill the fields here in the Postman, and then we will talk about the images. So here we have filled all the form fields which we needed to send to the backend and with their value. So for image, here the value will not be, for example, text like here, or a value or a number or a boolean. It will be a file. So how we can make that as a file? It's very simple. In Postman, there is a trick that when you put the mouse on the field where you want to change, you can select that the type of this field can be a file. When you put a file, you will have here ability to select a file from your PC, exactly like how you are uploading a file in the web form. So let's select an image. I have here many images, for example this one, and let's upload it and send the post request. We will see that the post request is created exactly how we did it in the back end, and we have the image as a full URL and the image file with the same extension here. But if you see here that we have an extension and then the naming, so we have a problem here. So we need somehow to exclude this extension and put this date.now after, and then we put extension at the end. Let's do that quickly. We will change the configuration here of the file naming in Multer to get the right file name with the extension. So let's change this part with the backticks. It will be more nice in the code. So we can have the file name dash this date.now. And we need here to add somehow the extension. So we can say dot, and here it will be the extension. From where I will get the extension? In the next lecture, we will see how to validate these files which are coming to the backend. So we need the user to upload only specific type of images. We need him to upload only JPEG and PNG. So we cannot let him upload, for example, a PDF file or, for example, an Excel file. So we need somehow the backend to refuse the request when there is not an image. This is what we will do in the next lecture.